Hi, I'm Melissa from Everyday Family Travel. My husband and I recently escaped to Scottsdale for a few days, and it truly exceeded our expectations. These are must-do activities whether you're visiting for a romantic getaway like we were or taking a fun family trip. Let's jump right in. Tonight we are going to do a sunset ATV tour through the Sonoran Desert. It is beautiful out here. It's a partly cloudy day, and we're excited to try it out. This ATV tour was even more fun and adventurous than we imagined. The ride is fast and exciting, and the views are incredible. This guided tour is located about 40 minutes northeast of Old Town Scottsdale, and you're on the trail for about 2 hours. Drivers must be 16 years old or older with a valid driver's license, but kids as young as 3 can ride along. Our kids weren't with us this time, but I know they would have loved this adventure just as much as we did. About halfway through, you'll be able to get out, enjoy a snack and drink that are provided by your guide, take some photos, and change drivers if you wish. If you're on the fence, I highly recommend taking the opportunity to drive. It's even more fun than riding along. Keep in mind that you will get very dirty, but that's okay. Just embrace the dirt. I will say, if you're prone to motion sickness, this might not be the best tour for you. It is very bumpy and you do go pretty fast. We loved seeing the gorgeous desert views, including lots of wildlife and the iconic saguaro cactuses. Driving through the streams of water was my favorite part. Our tour ended right at sunset, which was such a treat. I've linked the exact tour we did in the description of this video, which we highly recommend. And it's not just our opinion. This tour literally has thousands of 5-star reviews on Google. It does sell out, so make sure you purchase your tickets online in advance. This morning we are going on a 6-mile kayak trip down the Salt Fork River. This is about 35 minutes away from where we are staying in downtown Scottsdale, and it's a beautiful day. We've already seen some wild horses around. This trip gets excellent reviews, and we're excited to get started. This kayak float trip through the Salt River is located just about 30 minutes from Scottsdale and is one of the most popular activities in the area. We heard that the scenery was beautiful, but it was honestly even better than we thought. Especially the first section, which gives major Zion National Park vibes. It's a 6-mile float that's easy enough for beginners while still being fun for experienced kayakers. One of the most unexpected surprises was all the wildlife we were able to see, including herons, egrets, a bald eagle, and my personal favorite, wild horses. We highly recommend this 5-star float trip, and I have linked the exact one we did in the description. Today's adventure is hiking Pinnacle Peak in Scottsdale, Arizona. This is one of the most popular hikes in the Phoenix area. It is a 4.1-mile out and back trail rated at medium difficulty. Hikers love it for the gorgeous views of the valley and the iconic saguaro cactuses. We are here at the Pinnacle Peak trailhead. It is absolutely beautiful, even from the base. There is a parking lot right by the trailhead, which did still have a few spots open when we got here Around 8 o'clock, we are here in late March, and there are also restrooms available here and a welcome center if you have any questions. It is supposed to be pretty hot today, so we're gonna get right on the trail.
How's the view?
It is so pretty. Definitely better than I expected.
This trail is a bit of a trek. We've been going about 15 minutes and it's all uphill so far, which is fine, but just good to know.
We are close to a mile into the trail and the views have been so beautiful the whole time. The photos on Google definitely do not do this justice. The trail is very well marked, very clear. It is a little bit sandy, so I am really glad that I have my hiking shoes on today. These are the ones that I use for every hike, and I'll make sure and link those in the description. And also my hydration pack makes it so much easier on these longer hikes than carrying a water bottle. So yeah, just absolutely beautiful. You could do it in normal tennis shoes, I would definitely say, but hiking boots would just give you a little bit more traction. And we are about to round this corner of the mountain and see some more beautiful views. We didn't have our kids with us on this hike, but we did see many kids of all ages on the trail. Most kids probably couldn't go the whole way, but even hiking part of the trail would be worth your time. Pinnacle Peak can get very hot, so if you're visiting in the summer, you'll want to get an early start and pack plenty of water.
The trail is not just 2 miles of hiking up and then 2 miles down. There's a good variety of going up and then down, and there's not very much flat, so you really have to be ready to hike. And it is slippery too, so that's something that you'll want to know. Good hiking shoes are a good idea. So let's keep going.
Walking through the desert landscape with the incredible saguaro cactuses is such an incredible experience. Many of these giant cactuses are actually between 100 and 200 years old. It seems like around every corner, there's a new, beautiful view to take in. All right, we made it to the end of the trail. This last half mile to get to the end of the trail was very steep downhill, so I know that our next half mile going back is going to be probably the hardest part of the hike, but thankfully it's mostly in the shade, so we're about to turn around and go back to the trailhead.
I'm telling you, if you're not out here ready to hike, you gotta be ready. You gotta get ready somehow, because like I said earlier, there's a lot of up and down, and at first you think, oh, part of it we can go down, it's not gonna be that hard, but you have to use different muscles on the way down. So it kind of makes your legs feel like jelly. And so now we're 2 miles in and we get to go 2 miles back. So I don't know, let's go, it'll be great. It's a little rough. Actually, it's not that bad. Just take breaks when you need. Go at a good pace. You'll be fine. It's worth it. The views out here are incredible.
All right, we just finished the Pinnacle Peak Trail. We went the entire 4.1 miles, but since this is an out and back trail, you can really just go as far as you'd like and then turn around and come back. Even if you just go about a half mile, there's a beautiful overlook. So even if you don't want to hike very far, this is a really great option. I can tell why it gets such great reviews. The entire trail took us right at about 2.5 hours, and that was with stopping to take several videos and pictures. So I would say anywhere between 2 hours and 3 hours, depending on how fast you enjoy hiking. But this is definitely a winner. If you come to Scottsdale, this area just feels completely different than downtown Scottsdale. So it's definitely worth coming up here, even if it's just to hike a little bit and taking the views. We just arrived at the Desert Botanical Garden in Scottsdale, and even just outside the entrance is just so beautiful, so we can't wait to get inside, see what it's all about. They also have an after dark experience right now, so we're going to come back when the sun goes down and see it both in the daytime and at night. So let's go check it out. The Desert Botanical Garden is one of the most beautiful spots in the area, home to more than 50,000 plants and a wide variety of wildlife, including roadrunners, cactus wrens, and woodpeckers. Exploring the garden's 5 trails is the perfect way to experience the unique beauty of the Sonoran Desert, one of the most biodiverse deserts in the world. I couldn't stop taking photos because around every corner was another stunning view. We spent more than 2 hours exploring the trails and learning about the fascinating desert plants and landscape. My favorite part was hands down the towering saguaro cacti, which can live for more than 150 years. The Butterfly Pavilion allows you to walk among hundreds of live butterflies, and if you're lucky, one might even land on you. Before you leave, be sure to stop by the gift shop, which is filled with desert plants, local gifts, and unique souvenirs. During certain times of the year, the garden also offers an after-dark experience, when the entire garden transforms into a magical, glowing oasis. It's fun, colorful, and a completely different experience than visiting during the day. We are back at Desert Botanical Gardens at their After Dark exhibit. There are so many people here. The parking lot was packed, and it's really just a whole different experience at night. We are about halfway through the gardens, and I am absolutely loving this after dark experience. I definitely recommend if you can come both during the day and after dark. It's just a completely different way to see the botanical gardens, and everyone who works here is so helpful and is teaching us all about the plants that live here. And you definitely need to come to the Desert Botanical Gardens if you are in the Scottsdale area. This was one of those spots that completely exceeded our expectations, and I highly recommend adding it to your Scottsdale itinerary. Today we are exploring Taliesin West, which is the winter home and studio of Frank Lloyd Wright. It is known as his Desert Laboratory, and we are doing the audio tour. It's supposed to be about 1 to 2 hours long, and we've been told it's about half indoors, half outdoors. This estate is truly impressive and unlike any home I've ever visited. The audio tour was fascinating and took about 1 hour. If you enjoy art and architecture, this tour is a must-do. They do often sell out, so you will want to book your tickets online in advance. It seems there are museums around every corner in Scottsdale. Many are located near Old Town, so you don't have to go very far to visit. We stopped by Scottsdale's Museum of the West. It's one of the newest museums in the area and very highly rated. Other popular museums include the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art, the Musical Instrument Museum, and the Arizona Museum of Natural History. This afternoon, we are exploring the Arts District of Scottsdale. There are so many more art galleries than I even thought coming here. We've already popped into one and seen some original Picasso paintings. So let's just keep exploring and see what we can find. You don't have to be an artist to appreciate the incredible works located throughout the Scottsdale art galleries. It's a great spot to spend an afternoon exploring. I'm outside one of the art galleries in the Arts District that we have enjoyed the most. This is called American Fine Arts Gallery, and they actually have original Picasso paintings, Matisse, Salvador Dali, and so just some really incredible original pieces in there. They don't allow any photos or videos, so I can't take you with me, but this is definitely a great stop if you are exploring the galleries in the Arts District. Old Town Scottsdale provides one of the best areas for shopping and dining. Here you'll find your typical souvenir shops alongside luxury boutiques. There's even a custom hat bar, which would be the perfect spot for a girls' trip. The whole area is walkable, and you can easily spend half a day strolling in and out of shops. Some of our favorite restaurants of the trip are located in Old Town as well. We have a whole video about our favorite restaurants that I have linked in the description of this video. Another Old Town highlight is the Old Adobe Mission. It's free to enter and a great look into the history of the area. I hope this roundup of the best things to do in Scottsdale helps you plan the perfect itinerary for your trip. Next, check out our food tour video where we share some of the best restaurants we tried in Scottsdale, including our personal rating for each. And don't forget to subscribe for more family travel inspiration and guides from around the United States.